How's the RedMagic 11 Pro Plus performance doing? A hands-on test of the Crossfire mobile legend game. Those planning to play CF mobile games or considering a phone upgrade should take a look. First, let's take a look at the power of the charging head. 120 watts. This phone is with 16 GB RAM and 512 GB storage. Let's take a quick look at the phone's appearance. After purchasing a phone, be sure to record an unboxing video to ensure it's flawless. As for the screen, it features a 1.5K full screen display, a 16 megapixel under display front camera, and a 144 Hz refresh rate. After setting up the basics, there's an interactive animation before entering the phone interface. For gaming phones, I think the ROG series excels in this regard. Its interactive animations are even more immersive, allowing you to experience some of the new gaming features. The appearance is impeccable, with a pure, square design. The screen is flat and there's no visible camera, which is quite pleasing. With the RGB lighting turned on, let's take a quick look at the exterior. What do you think? Looking at this phone with the naked eye, I personally feel that it is average. With a layer of original protective film, the measured weight is 239.6 grams. It supports wireless charging, but does not have a magnetic suction function. The transition of the opening screen animation is very comfortable, and you can interact with the AI image on this interface. This version has a battery capacity of 7,500 milliamp hours. The touchscreen is greatly improved compared to previous mobile phones. After all, it uses the new touchscreen. After turning on the phone, micro slides can also be recognized. There will be no screen jump phenomenon when multi-finger pressing. These two basics have been established. There's no big problem for you to play FPS games. Then, let's test the CF mobile game in depth. When the indoor temperature is 22 degrees, the temperature of the phone is about 30 degrees when the CF mobile game is just open. All the settings in the mobile game are maxed out, and shader preloading is turned on. Use the awakening mode of RedMagic. I enabled ultra high sampling rate in the game settings and high quality for the GPU. I played 2 rounds of solo battle and 2 rounds of demolition. The frame rate was quite stable, and even if there were any fluctuations, it was only a few frames, so competitive mode was no problem. For RedMagic, there's still a destroyer mode that hasn't been enabled yet. The Turing meter gave me pretty accurate feedback. I tested strafing, point-to-point combos, and 2 combos in demolition, and personally, I felt there were no issues. I'll take a look at the frame rate chart for half an hour later. 32 minutes of competitive mode took about 10 seconds, and the performance was pretty perfect. After over 30 minutes of competitive mode, the front of the phone was around 34 degrees Celsius, and the back was around 31 degrees Celsius, with the air outlet slightly higher. I tested both the biochemical and challenge modes together, which took about 40 minutes. In the biochemical mode, I tested both the ultimate biochemical mode and the biochemical battlefield mode. The only difference is the increased power consumption. In summary, in-game performance is similar to competitive mode. Significant fluctuations were evident, with occasional fluctuations occurring once or twice during 2 rounds of Biohazard and slightly higher surface temperatures. After playing Biohazard, we immediately tested the temperature. The front was around 37 degrees Celsius, the back around 36 degrees Celsius, and the highest temperature was near the camera at 38 degrees Celsius. Challenge mode performed flawlessly, but challenge mode likely uses the highest power consumption, and so does the temperature, exceeding 40 degrees Celsius. We also played another round of single-player Brawl, and the frame rate remained largely stable, barely noticeable. After nearly 40 minutes of Biohazard and challenge mode, the front temperature reached a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius, generally hovering around 38 to 39 degrees Celsius. The back reached a maximum of 41 degrees Celsius. The phone was noticeably warm after the challenge mode, but it was a bit warm during competitive mode and Biohazard. The average power consumption was 5.5 watts. Let's take a look at the frame rate chart over those 30 minutes. There is a big fluctuation, basically at the moment of exiting the game, because the frame rate of the CF mobile game outside the game is only 60 frames. From the frame rate graph, it is still in competitive mode. It is more stable. Basically, it can be said to be a straight line. Finally, let's take a look at the power consumption. The maximum power reached 15.3 watts, and it consumed more than 10 watts. I forgot to check the specific amount of power. This video is all about RedMagic 11 Pro plus the test of the CF mobile game.